This is Alma, Missouri, a brand new farm that I found yesterday. I was having a look through for some farms, found this one, and I quite like it. I think there's a lot that we can do on it. I'll tell you about the financials in a minute. I'll change the settings in a minute so you can see me changing the settings. Like I was saying, if we fly back over, this is the house. You can't get into it. There is a sleep trigger on the outside, some decorations that we'll just keep where it is. This is one of the barns where we can store some machinery. This is a cow barn that we will be getting rid of because it doesn't do milk. It's just for cattle, and cattle takes too long, and I don't think the monetary return for me personally is worth it. This is a sheep barn that, again, we will be selling because I want to make it look, I want to make the farm look like it's more of a, what's the word I'm looking for, folks, as I take a sip of my coffee? Modern is the word I'm looking for. It's a modern farm, so we will be getting rid of that. I refuse to do horses in farm sim. It takes far too long, and you don't make anywhere near enough money back from what you do with other animals. There's a silo here that we'll be getting rid of, and here is another. Well, that's a sort of workshop. I do have a couple of mods installed where we could actually sell the house, and we could sell that workshop, and we could get a live-in workshop, which I don't know if it makes a little bit more sense maybe to get that. But we'll go ahead right now and we will sell the water tower because we don't need it. We will sell the silo because we don't need it. And we will get round to now. I'll do the settings actually first. So the settings are going to be, obviously I don't want it to autosave just in case we make a mistake. Real time, traffic on, seasonal growth yes, 2 days a month, snow on, crop destruction on, ploughing we're not going to bother with ploughing, and we're not going to bother with fieldstone, and we're going to turn disaster destruction to visual only, so we'll have weeds and crop destruction on. That's pretty much it. I don't want the AI workers buying stuff because that can end up costing you an absolute fortune. We are playing with precision farming. Once I've started playing with precision farming, for me it's really the only way to play the game, if I'm being honest. It just makes more sense. We're going to get rid of all the animals in the farm, so that does include the chickens as well. We will be doing animals, we'll be doing horses, we'll be doing water buffalo and goats, and we'll probably be doing chickens as well. But for the time being, we are going to sell all these off because I'm going to show you the finances in a wee second. So if I do that, and we go in here, and boom, good night. And then we will go over to the sheep barn. We'll do horses first. I hate horses in this game. I think they're just pointless. Don't make you enough money. They take too long to care for. You could, if you were doing horses in this game, you could pretty much spend the full game doing horses, which just doesn't make any logical sense because you're also a farmer. The only way you do horses in this game is if you're a horse person, and I am not a horse person. So, get rid of the horses, and then we will get rid of the sheep. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, you could probably work with this barn. It's not really offensive in any way. It doesn't stop you doing what you can do anyway with the fancier sheep barns and stuff. I just don't like the look of it, and I want to make my farm look the way I want it to look. So, let's get rid of the sheep. Two more. 1 and 2. And let's sell the sheep barn. Now you might think, oh, you're racking up the money here. No. That is not a lot of money in farm sim. Not a lot of money at all. My beautiful face is staying behind the camera today, Alex. I am not feeling great and I don't look great, so my beautiful face will be staying behind the camera. Right, that should be bye-bye to the cow barn. Right, I believe that is everything that we are going to sell in terms of buildings. We'll sell we will buy another one of them, so we're going to lose money on that, but I don't know what position it's going to be in yet, so we will just sell it. So we've got our house still. We have got, will we sell the workshop? Will we keep the workshop? We'll just keep the workshop. We will get another barn in as well. We have got all of these. We don't need all of these, but we will just leave it as is. I don't want to put too much money into the bank. And in terms of fields, well, quite big fields actually. We have field 2, which is alfalfa, which is something that I've never really used before in Farm Sim. I know not all maps have got alfalfa. You can put it into bales the way you do grass. You can make it into alfalfa hay. You can make it into alfalfa silage. So, and of course it regrows as well. So you only need to plant it once, as long as you look after it and you fertilise it and lime it and stuff like that. So I don't know. But the one thing I don't know is I don't know if you can feed it to sheep in grass bales the way that you can with just normal grass. I don't know if anybody watching knows if you can do that. So if you can, I might just leave it there and let it grow. But if we're going to do animals, I will need another grass field. We also have field number 3, which has got wheat, which is ready to harvest, which is what we're going to do shortly. Quite a big field. You always seem to start with wheat, to be honest. It's not one of my favourite crops. I prefer barley or oats personally. But quite a big field there. And field number 1, which is corn, which will take you up into the sky to see. One of my favourite crops to do. I don't know why, it just is. But we're going to have the choice because I'll show you the starting equipment in a minute. We will have the choice of corn or sunflower. Sunflower I know you get more money for, but do you get the same yield out of sunflowers as you do out of corn? That I don't know. So you will have to pick between sunflowers and corn for that field. That will not change. In time, we will go for field number 4, field number 6 and 29, and we'll probably make that just a one field. We'll get field 5 as well, and yeah, and we'll just build out the map for there. The shop is all the way over here, which is a bit of a nightmare because it's quite a long drive back, but hey, get over it. And that's really where we start. What's this? No, wait a minute. What's this wee shop icon here? Is it just a workshop? Is that just a workshop? Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought we may have got lucky there and got ourselves a wee shop. Right, and as for the equipment, I used to have a mod when I played this on PC where it would put your vehicles into sort of like the way the shop is, like that. I don't know if you can get that on PlayStation 5, I can't remember what it was called, but if anybody can remember, please do let me know. But in terms of our vehicles, we have the Anderson Group RBM 2000 for lifting our round bales. We have the KSIH Puma 260, 302 horsepower. It's got 0 hours on it. It's brand spanking new. It does 31 mile per hour. Weighs 7.3 tons. Decent tractor. You can also get the motors that I'll show you in a second. You can get them on the front and the back, whereas you can't with the other tractor that we've got. If we're doing cows, one of the most important pieces of equipment that you can have, I mean, it's called a Fersin PF 2.24 Plus. I just call it the TMR mixer, which is the best food you can have for your animals. So yeah, that's just a TMR mixer. a bucket, because who doesn't want a bucket? The worst tractor on the farm, the John Deere 3650. 116 horsepower, it won't pull you out of bed. Very large fuel tank. You know, it doesn't weigh that much, so you can't really lift anything that heavy. This is one of those ones, do you keep it for sentimental value, even though there is zero sentimental value because we've just started? Or do you just sell it and get the 40 grand? Who knows? Here is the John Deere AR. Yeah, 420 horsepower. This is a beast. Does 31 mile an hour. Weighs 13.5 tons, so it can lift as well. And it's got 0 hours on it. So that is our best tractor, even though you can't use the front of it. It is our best tractor. Of course, the corn header, sunflower header. That's what I mean by we can do either corn or sunflower. I'm going to sell this because I'll show you why. If we are going to be doing animals, this automatically wraps your bales into silage so you can't get grass. If we're going to do sheep as well as cows, and of course, if we're going to do chickens, we'll need to have a wheat field or an oat field or whatever so we can feed the chickens. But this will be sold. I'll just sell it just now, actually. Then it's gone. The normal header for the harvester, that'll do your oats, your wheats, your barley, your sorghum, stuff like that. These, now, we don't need two, and they just get in the way. So we'll sell one, we'll keep one because they always do come in handy. And your John Deere S7, 14,000 litre tank. The header, by the way, is 13.7 metres wide, so it's a nice big header. 625 horsepower. Lovely big beast of a harvester. Great harvester to start with. Your trailer, effectively. Your crampy ram body trailer, which takes a whole host of stuff. I don't know if it takes, yeah, it does take sunflower and corn as well as the rest of your stuff. Martin, I know you're old, but do you enjoy this? Farming Simulator, I very much do. I very, very much do enjoy it. I can't find my vape pen, folks, right? So I'm a little bit on edge because I can't find my vape pen. So I like to have, when I'm starting out streaming, before I go on and I have a coffee, I like my coffee and my vape. It gets me started, it gets me going. But I don't have my vape, so I've just got my coffee and I'm a little bit stressed. But there we go. Well, Alex, if you don't enjoy Farm Simulator, nobody's forcing you to watch, mate. Nobody's forcing you to watch. This is a cedar, of course, that will plant our sorghum, it will plant our corn, it will plant our sunflower, cotton as well, if we want to move into cotton. Cotton, I don't think is something I will do. I mean, the harvester is alone is worth too much money. I don't know about this cedar, to be honest. It does hold our fertiliser and stuff, but I'm not 100% sold on it, but we shall see. We've got 2 pressure washers. We don't need 2 pressure washers, right? So we can get rid of that. I've never used this cedar before. It is 8 metres wide, which is decent. It is worth a good bit of money. So I think we'll keep this cedar for the first planting. And we'll see what happens from there. That is just literally your holder for your harvester header. Oh well, we do have the front loader. That is going to be our mowing setup. It's always the mowers that I seem to use because, of course, until such times as you can buy the Big Daddy mower, this is probably the best for me personally. There is our, I believe that's the tedder and the windrower. So the windrower, for those of you who don't know, sorts your mowing into nice rows, and if you use the tedder before it, I don't know if you can use it after it, but if you use it before it and then you windrow it, then you get hay. We don't need that, and that's it. That is literally our tools. So let's oh, that's one thing I do need to do because For in terms of realism, a little bit. I like to play with a little bit of realism. Stop and go, automatic engine start, no. Trail filler, yes. Fuel usage is on normal, and boom. So when we jump into the tractor, we now need to start the engine. And when you get out the tractor, you need to stop the engine. Because if you don't, and then you go to sleep and you're away for a month, you will have no fuel left. So let's head over. I'll just remember the direction. So obviously got to go over here. Let's head over to the other and pick up our moors and stuff, and we'll set a worker to do the mowing, and we will get on with the harvesting. Which is normally the part of YouTube videos where we just cut to the mower being on. We're already on the field. You don't need to see all this in-betweeny stuff, but this is Twitch, so you're going to have to watch all the in-betweeny stuff. And we've got our mowers in there, so let's take out our John Deere. Let's move that over to here. I don't like the bits in the back of that seat. Wait a minute, stop the engine, see what I mean? I need to stop that engine. And let's get our harvester outside. You just can't see the mirrors on this thing. Shocking. Right, stop that there, and let's get back into our tracks here. And let's hook up our... Now, what I'm going to do is, I don't know whether to just make the alpha into silage. I don't see the purpose of making it into hay, because silage is more potent than hay, to be honest. But I just need to get my bearings of where I'm going. So here. So what we'll do is we will set the worker to mow. So what we do for that? Stop. Don't ruin the crops, man. PlayStation 5, hold in the circle, AI worker, make sure the map's correct. Yes it is. Hit X, hit circle, boom. And now the AI worker will start to mow the field. And with mowing, right, what I find is the AI worker does a much better job of mowing than we do. Now, the reason that I'm running back, I'm not just pressing the button to jump right back into the harvester, is because realism, folks. Realism. This won't last. This absolutely will not last. So there we go, we're in, start the engine, get everything started up, and we need to go and pick up our header, which we will go and do now. I'm okay at this game. There's a lot of things I still need to learn. Driving in this game whilst in the actual vehicle, as the Americans would say, vehicle, is not something that I'm fantastic at. So let's pull the header out. Yeah, the amount of people that play sim games, including myself, is astronomical, man. It's absolutely astronomical. There's a million different sim games out there. This is my favourite of the sim games. I do like Flight Simulator as well. Flight Simulator though, don't get me wrong, this is confusing, this game. But so is Flight Simulator, so it's unfoldable. But the amount of people that play Microsoft Flight Simulator and make it look easy, staggering. Absolutely staggering. And it also it's really, like, you try to play that on a PC, you need help for the next gen PC of dreams, be able to play Microsoft Flight Simulator on it. Right, let's get our land marked out here. There we go. And of course we do the headlands first because we want to enable that straw, and I'll tell you why in a wee minute. And let's get on here before the straw starts coming out. We just missed that. And boom. So that is cruise control on, GPS locked on. It's effectively doing it for you. But just keep a close eye in case the GPS misses anything. So that's the straw swab there. That'll give you bales of straw that you can use in the TMR, or you can use if you get yourself a straw blower. That's when you get manure out your cows by giving them straw bedding. You just collect the manure and you can sell it, or you can use it as fertiliser. You don't have to have a straw swath when you're harvesting. So there we are inside the harvester. I don't have the, and I don't know if you can get them for PlayStation, but I don't have all the mods that make the screens actually accurate and stuff. And there's a lot of stuff you can get which makes it touchscreen. It just adds to the immersiveness of what you're doing a little bit, doesn't it? So, I will be taking a short break, by the way, to try and find this vape pen because it's ruining my experience of a game that I really enjoy. And I know it's an addiction and it's terrible and blah blah blah, I'm a horrible human being. But I vape, so I really need to try and find it. But we'll get this field done first. I will need to. I will just jump between this and the tractor to bring over the trailer so we can empty the harvester. Oh, I didn't talk you through the finances, did I? I will talk you through the finances shortly. Although you can, as you can see up on your left-hand side, I'm not 100% sure what all of that stuff means. I know where it says 93% and that number jumps up and down. That is your yield, I think. Which is actually, for the starter game, yield is not too bad. That was what I was saying. It's not, it's just the fields haven't been looked after properly apparently before you start. Nobody else knows how to look after a field. We'll look at the possible yields that we can get when we take the samples. When we take the samples of the fields. Vaping when farming could be dangerous. Not really. Not really. I've never had any accidents while vaping and driving. As you can see, this is quite a big field. The one thing I'm not 100% enamoured with this harvester, with the size of header that it's got is, and keep your dirty jokes in your heat here, the pipe's not big enough for me. And I'll show you what I mean when we go to put the trailer, get the trailer over. But yeah, for me the pipe's just not big enough. Closer and closer to filling this up, and it's going to get filled with not even a headland there. Okay, looking at the window, just chilling out. There's the birds flying high. You know how I feel. 88.1 FM, radio something. Look at that, so you can get a blip, no, just once. Right, as we are getting closer, we don't want to run over any crops and destroy them. So, as we get to 99, 14, slow down, and boost it. And you don't have to do this, you can just stop on 99%, I'm just being pedantic. But yeah, right, so, output. As you can see, it's, well, I'm just going to swap to, do we use you? Do we use you? No, we don't. No, we don't. We use you because, yeah, that's why. Well, I don't remember closing that open. I don't remember closing you. Right, and let's hook up to the trailer. There's ways, I think there's mods you can get where you can hook up to that manually. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't know how to do any of that. As you can see how the AI worker's getting on with the mowing of the field. And we'll windrow it, and I'll show you, for people who haven't seen before, I'll show you how the windrow system works and stuff like that as well. So we will just cut round here. It's quite a big and just before we get round here, I will show you the finances and what we're playing with and why it says 477,000 up there. Can we get past this Famila bush? Oh yes. Right. So finances. So we started with 100,000 in the bank. With, as you can see down the bottom there, £100,000 loan. When you try to play this realistically and stuff and that, you can start off with £1 million. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make it too easy. But we started off with 100 grand in the bank with a 100 grand loan. We sold some vehicles. We sold some equipment. We got 103,000 in for that. We got 14,000 in for the selling of the animals, and we get 260,000 in for the sale of the buildings that we have on the farm. So we still have £100,000 debt. What we could do is we could pay back 20 grand with some of the money that we've brought in. So that takes us down to 80. And then we can borrow it back. But yeah, so that's what we can do, because obviously you need to pay the loan back or you're paying loads on interest and stuff. And there is mods out there as well, of course, where you can get like a proper banking thing, so it's more realistic. This one just takes off X amount per month to pay back the loan. But right now, as it stands, we've got 477,000 in the bank. And you would think that's a lot of money, wouldn't you? You would think, wow, Martin, just retire. Which is what I would do if I had that kind of money in the bank, right? But no, in farming, that is a night out, to be honest. We do have, I don't think we've got a fuel tank on the farm. If we don't, Alex, then I will get one sorted for that. The trailers are set to limit, which means they shouldn't fill right up to the top. They should only fill to the weight that they can carry safely. If you've got that switched off, obviously, you can fill your trailer to whatever you want, just until it's full. But I've got it set to the weight limit, so it should only fill so far. I mean, that shouldn't really do any damage to it. But as we now stop the engine on that and go back into the harvester, put the pipe away, Martin. The engine should still be on. It is. Down, harvester on, connected to GPS, and off we go. I always do try and not stop, but there we go. That's why I do. Because you miss bits, because I'm not the best driver. But see what I mean? You always miss me bits, and it does my heart. And I know there is some people who will just leave me, but I'm pedantic. No bit of wheat gets left behind. The birds flying high. Still not that headwind down here. Can I do it this way? Nah, missed it straight away. Missed it. And I've missed so much round there as well. And I've went away. So you can see how people stop when they're on a new bit. And that's just all messed up. But anyway, so Coming round now to the first, and you can see actually on the bottom left hand side the yield map. That wouldn't be there if we didn't do precision farming. And I'll show you precision farming after we have harvested this field. Show you what it does, show you why it's more realistic than you normally, the way this game normally plays. And why that. So after we've done the headland, I think I've set this to AI worker who will come and load it. The only annoying thing is sometimes when it's the AI worker and they're getting towards full, or they will stop in a position where if you run on, you will damage your crop and they just wait there for you, which is a little bit frustrating. Right. We're at the top. Now we will position ourselves so we can walk here to the next line. There we go. So this should be a short one. I don't know whether Dave is Alex, mate, or I would run for it. I just didn't ken where it is. Great song by End of Line. That one opens. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Now it's on. Anyway. And then once we get to the end of this, I will turn it around, set up the AI work, go back and get the trailer, unload it a wee bit, have a look at the field, see how he's getting on, and then we'll get the windrower out there as well. And then we'll have a look at some animals to see where we can place them, see if we want to bring them in, because some of the pens are quite expensive. And then look at what crops we want to plant next. So plenty to do. Now if you only get one day in August, you don't get two when you start. Even though you've set it up for two, you only get one in August. So the wheat done, we need to get the alfalfa lifted and decide what we want to do. Do we want to get rid of it and plant just normal grass? Is there any fields out there? Because it's nice to have two grass fields, so one can do your silage and one can do your hay. Hay/grass, silage/grass. That's the way I look at it. So is there any fields close by that are affordable that we can do that, or do we need to get some silage made up to sell to be able to afford a field, or do both? Because we need both if we're going to be doing animals. It's very, very hard to get grass, hay and silage for the one field without the silage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop when I get to the end of this, type out, because otherwise we'll probably finish on the side that we can back even. There we go, and we'll turn off the harvester, and you will jump to this, start the engine, and we'll just go this way, why not? This is obviously the best tractor for this trailer, as it is the tractor with it's the heaviest and it's got the most horsepower, so it shouldn't really have any problems in terms of dragging a trailer that's filled quite high. So we'll make our way around. After I've filled this up, we quick look at the fields. I do like the idea of chickens because they give you eggs quite quick. And we could even then start looking at productions. There's plenty of space on this farm to put some productions down, whether we want to do a bakery, whether we we want to do. We can do anything, really. This is what I mean by how this could be doing. We've just been a little bit longer. We're there yet? As some dogs are going mental outside my house. Let's just turn around and go in this way then. Right, let's get rid of the wheat. Don't think that this, I think it is when it gets to about 70%, 75%, oh no, that's it, maxed out already. Wow, wow, right, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be maxed out quite like that early. Right, okay then. Let's set you up and we'll go and empty this. So we shall turn on the harvester. The header is low. We shall start right. When we start, now we can go into AI worker and it will stop when you start it, but it should go back to there where we were. And we will go and empty this trailer into the silo. I didn't expect it to stop at 51%, that's crazy. Where are you going? I stopped you at the bit. No. Come here. Come here. I don't know what you're... See what I mean? Now it's just ruined the crop. This is why I don't sometimes turn on crop destruction. Because of crap like that. Absolute crap like that. It might be partly my fault because I might have had what the headlands on. That's frustrating. That's annoying. Now it should just go backwards and then go into that bit we were doing here. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, that's only a wee tiny bit of crop that's been destroyed. Well, that field looks nearly done. We'll go back and check on that in a minute. And obviously, look, you want to upgrade so you've got the best possible equipment that you've got. But I mean, the starting stuff on this farm's really good, so can't really complain. I think that may be the mowing done. So we will go and empty this into the silo. I mean, that's far too big a silo for. I mean, but it's not like we've got a mega farm. But we'll put it in here now. If I sold that and got a smaller one, I'm getting myself 300 grand, and that just doesn't feel right. So we'll store the crop in there. We might need to look at getting a bit of a better. We might need to look at selling this trailer and getting a better one, by the way, because when it comes time to sell the stuff, either that or we turn the weight limit off, because 50% is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, so we'll let that do. Well, if we catch up with that, actually, we can get it unloaded while it's on that side. And that gives it another couple of runs, and we can check out what this mower has done on this field. So we'll come round, the pipes come out automatically, yes it does, and that's the obviously almost need to fill it because it's 51%. That's all it takes to fill this trailer. Which to me is absolutely cool. When I first started playing this game, you see me try to do this alone, try to keep up with it, and now I can just set the cruise control to 6 or whatever, and it does it absolutely fine. But yeah, getting used to this game is difficult. I still don't know what half the equipment does to be fair. Just miss that out, yes you can. Right, let's go and take a look at how the mower got on. It's still going. Oh no, he's not finished, he's still going. Yeah, I think it's just this one last wee bit to do. As you can tell, they just run off the GPS as well. They do take longer than what you would take, but they are meter and tidier, especially the he's nearly finished. Just while he's mowing that, the reason that I sold the baler, I'll show you why right now, is because we are going to get round baler, this bad boy here. Now, this is a modded baler. It does, I think, it's at 125 and 150 sizes. Let me see, 125 to 180 it does of round. But what this also does is this allows you to let the AI do some baling, which for the size of field we've got right now isn't really necessary. But when we go on to expand fields and stuff, then it absolutely is necessary. So we will purchase that. Now we sold the other one for what was it, 114? Well, that's because that will do your grass and your hay. This will do your silage, this bale wrapper. Now, if you've played Farm Sim before, you know how absolutely boring it can be when you've got a big massive field and you need to go with a bale wrapper and keep wrapping your bales and wrapping your bales and wrapping your bales. Excuse me. This one does it in seconds. Seconds. And it works with the AI and it wraps in the sizes that we need. So selling that other baler, buying these two, we've not really made any money. So we've got them. He is now finito bonito. There was a wee bit of grass I seen, but I think he's got it. So we will fold both mowers up. They are done for the day. And a wee wash, which we will get to after going. This is again when you're watching the YouTube video, you could just flash forward to that next bit. You see all this driving. I can't remember which bit the mowing stuff was in. I think it was this one. It was. So we will sit them out. Do you know what I would like to to get like a storage where it's just where you wash your cars and you wash your cars, you wash your equipment. I don't know why it attaches the bucket as well to the machine for the TMR, because you would use a bale for, you wouldn't use a bucket unless. No, you just right, windrower, which is the bigger one. The tedder's the smaller one. We're not going to use the tedder just now. We're not going to make alfalfa hay. We're going to make alfalfa silage. So in order to do that, you can get bigger and better windrowers, but we're not going to go into and start buying all sorts of stuff. We're just going to keep the stuff that we've been giving them now, bar the baler, and unfold it. Come over to the field, and we shall again let the AI worker take care of this. Two headlands, start with the headlands if you want, it doesn't really matter what one you start with, and boom. And the AI worker will take over now, and I will show you in a wee second what this does. If you haven't seen it before, obviously, if you've seen it before, then, well, you know what it does. Here we go, and it puts it into nice little rows for you to come along with the baler and pick it up. Now the biggest difference, or not the biggest difference, but the main way you can tell the difference between alfalfa and grass is the colour. Alfalfa is so much darker than grass. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what alfalfa is really, why you would use that instead of grass. I don't know what else you could do with it. Like I say, I know some things, I don't know tons of things. But I know some things. So now we might be able to catch that now on the way back. That will no doubt fill this trailer up because apparently you can only put 50% in it of wheat. Who knew wheat was so heavy? We can get that unloaded, get back, and then that might be enough to let the harvester finish. Now obviously corn isn't ready for harvest yet, I believe. I'm going to double check when corn's ready for harvest. And then what we'll do is we'll have a look at what we can plant next. Yeah, okay. Right, let's fill this up. And what we'll do, I will bring it down, the cruise control down to 6. And there's cruise control on, we'll hit the harvester, so we'll stop. And that should, without me pressing anything, just directing. Oh, not we're full. Okay, we're full. Oh well. And off we go. Although it's quite slow there, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this trailer. Really not a big fan of this trailer. How you can be full at 51% with wheat is absolutely beyond me. Now if we get like really big, if the farm gets really big and we've got multiple fields and we're doing, say we've got 3 massive fields of wheat, then that's when you go for the big boy trailers with the lorries and that on them, the cabs and stuff. But right now, we're still not big enough for any. So let's get the wheat into the silos. Are massive, man. Really shouldn't have silos this big. Right, there's your 50% out. And what you can do is, if you go to prices, and again I don't have the mods to do this, so it's better, but this is the only way we can do it right now. You go down to wheat, we've got 40,000 litres of wheat, and right now is the, well, I mean, it seems to be 1,100. I think I put a mod in for the prices or something. So it's like £1,100. I think that's per litre, I think. But yeah. So we've got 40,000 litres so far a week that we can go and sell at any time. Really, we could actually just take it off the harvester and straight to selling, but it's a bit away. So we'll wait until the field is complete. How's Mr. Windrower getting on there? Ah, no, he's nearly full. Ah, he's done it again. There we go. Nice work. Problem is, he's on the wrong side, so he needs to get to the end, or I need to jump in and take over. Because I can't, or I just turn off crop destruction really quickly and jump over and unload it. Which, because this only takes 50%, is something that I might have to do. Let's just hope that that 20% he's got left, he can make it to the end. Come on, son. You can do it. You know you want to do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's just have a quick look and see. This is a crop calendar. When does corn normally? So a couple of months, maybe. Either October or November, we'll be able to harvest our corn, and then we'll decide, he's full. We'll just turn off crop destruction really quickly. Go over and unload it. This just saves hassle. This is where I think the AI should be a little bit better and know to move from that position. All it has to do is turn, and you could empty it. But it doesn't. There we go. Oh, just rolling back down the hill. Okay. I don't know if it's as smart as that, but let's see if we fill it up and then we move it to fill up at the front. Is that more? This won't make any difference, surely. And then what we can do is fill it up there, and then go to the middle, fill it up there. Well, we might as well just quickly, and we can catch up there. rid of whatever's in there before it comes. Right, there we go. And as we know that it's only takes 50% and there's that left of the field, we should be able to do back up, back down, and then back up again. So we're just going to empty this quickly, we might as well. Maybe have a look at some other trails. And what we'll need to do when that harvest is finished is take the take this tractor and go and pick up the new bale from the shop, which is a bit of a trek. One tip you can do is you can just click on the tractor. I'll show you in a wee second. On the map and click reset, and it takes it right back to the shop. But if I want to try and play somewhat realistically, then we should already be driving to the shop, shouldn't we? There we go, that's that done. Let's get back to the field. Probably afford some sheep then now. Right, that's him starting on the diagonals. What we'll do is as well, while we're waiting on that harvester coming back down, we will take a look at the other farmland round about and see what we can afford. So we park this and we'll get in the way of this parking. In fact, we'll just park it here. I don't think we'll get in the way of this park here. I want to get in the way of the window or all that. Right, let's have a look and see what else we've got. So we own fields 2, 3 and 1, and of course 39. Field 4 is 600,000, so that's well out of reach at the moment. Field 6 is 487,000, so that's well out of reach at the moment. Field 5, which is technically on our land as well, is 132,000. And field 29, that little itty bitty bit of land, is 34. Now, the only way I would buy field 29 is if I was just connecting it to field 6. If you can get rid of, if there's no water and or whatever, and you can connect it to it, that's the only way I would buy that, because otherwise it's not worth it. And field 40 up here, a little bit of forestry. If we want to do a little tiny bit of forestry work, forestry can be repetitive and boring, more so than normal farming. But what we can do is we can have a look and see what is on these fields, crop types. So we've got wheat currently on ours. That's this one here that the harvester's doing right now, and that's where he is. Field 6 is also wheat. And field number, what's field 4 then? Soybeans? Yeah, field 4 must be soybeans. We don't have sunflowers, we don't have oats at the moment on ours. We don't have grass either, it's alfalfa that we've got. So field number 1 corn. And field number 4 is, what did we say it was? Did we say soybeans? Did we say soybeans? We did. So there you go. So wheat on 2 of them, and then the corn, the alfalfa, and soybeans. I don't know what's on 29, I don't want to kind of cut there now. It doesn't really matter if it's on 29 for the size of field that it is. However, he nearly has a full tank, but he doesn't have a full tank because I'm here. So if we look after this field properly, then then the yield off of this should be fairly decent. So after we empty this tank, I am going to go and have another quick hunt for my smoky pen. stop stopping. Again, quite tricky because the pipe for the harvester doesn't exactly stick out that far from the header. Cruise control on, and there we go. Sometimes you just need to adjust the speed. Don't match always to be able to do the same speed, so you just flip off one, you go a little bit quicker, flip off one, slower. And that means that when you're going things to the harvest back in. It's tricky to get used to. It can be tricky. It's all tricky. Because either you're going a little bit too far out and you come too close and you hit the head and it stops it. But we manage. This could possibly, this one line, fill the tray. If it does, then cool. Cool. But regardless, we'll let it do these last two lines on its own, and we'll take whatever's in the trailer if it isn't full over to the silos. We'll do just now, and we'll leave that to finish. What's that, another 2 rows, 2.5 rows maybe. We'll take this to the silo. I want to hear how I sing when I'm not recording, by the way, I'm not live. Oh, it's bad. Very bad. I'm actually raging. I don't know where I put my vape. Really, really bad. It is very, very bad. We also need to sort the ground out, by the way, and get this farm looking more homely and more like a proper farm. Get some more buildings put in, get the animals put in. There we go. Sorted. Look at the size of that field. I don't know where the pressure washer is. You can't paint over, I say paint, I'll show you why I say paint in a minute, but the roads are here and they ain't going anywhere. So, well, will I make it back in time for the final run? Just get absolutely empty. Or is there another down? But, I mean, even if it does have to come back down the way, we can still get it, that's not a problem, because it's the last row. But no, I think there will be one more run up and that will be that, so we'll catch that all the way up. And that will be the end of this field. That will be this field harvested. Sorted. So just over, well, I would say that's about an hour now because it took me so long to start, but just over an hour in, and we've discussed the vehicles, we've bought some new equipment, we have a field that has been mowed ready for baling. No, it's getting windmowed at the moment, and we are just about to finish, I think, as it gets up here, it gets a little bit wider, but this should be the last run, and we are just about to harvest our first field. Not bad, in the space of an hour if you ask me. Not bad at all. We will look at some equipment as well, but I think buildings, first of all, we're going to do sheep, right? Goats, sorry. Goats and sheep are the easiest to look after. They just take grass, and goats, you get that very good goat's milk that you can sell. Or you can have a dairy production if you've got cows as well, or buffalo. You get buffalo in, and you can turn your goat's milk, your buffalo milk, and your cow's milk into bottled milk, and that sells for a little bit more as well. That's a good way to go down. If you want to make money quick in this game, and you've got 3 or 4 fields, just plant grass, get yourself a mower, a windrower, and get yourself a baler that wraps, and just make silage. Just keep making silage, and once the silage is ready, sell it off, bada bing, bada boom. You have got loads of money in the bank. For me, it's probably the easiest way to make money in the game. Probably. Certainly easier than doing it through crops, that's for sure. Certainly easier than doing it through crops. Will this trailer make it? Is the question, or will it be too full by the time it gets to the end of this wee row here? Let's find out, shall we? Oh, just keep going, I'm not touching you yet. He's all. Please just, what are you? Oh man, this is annoying. I don't like this trailer. I really don't like this trailer. Right, I'm not touching you. Can you go now? Thank you. Jeez, I'm not touching you. Just go. Oh, this is actually frustrating, man. Right, there you go. Come out this way. Are you happy with that? I might take this to the workshop and see if I can get, see the wee plastic bits hanging out the side of the tractor? See if I can get them taken off, because I've got a funny feeling that's what might be doing it as well. And we're done! No, we're not. Are we? Are we done? There, we're done. There we go. Right, I will just quickly jump into this. Make sure it is 100% empty, which it is. Fold it up. Oh, start the engine, see? Fold up the harvester. And take the harvester away. Right, I will be back in a couple of minutes, folks, and then we'll get rid of the harvester, we'll get the rest of the wheat put away, we will look at other fields, we'll go and pick up our equipment, because we've got a bit of baling to do, and then we'll look at what we're going to plant. I will be right back. Oh, don't hit the... Nice little one road to Rosa, yeah, alpha, there we go, nice. Now, one thing that took me forever, right, as well, when starting out this game, was putting the headers back on the trailers. So I'll show you what I used to do, right? So I used to spend ages lining it up, perfect, and going right, we'll go there. Oh, well actually that's never happened to me before, right? So usually what would happen is I would do something like that, and then I would run in and grab it. Right, that's not right, and then I'd have to, and then I would mess it up and I would do something like this, right? Now you just get near it, drop it, give it a few seconds, and it will go on itself. So there we go. So I spent forever trying to get it to line up properly, and all you really need to do is get near it. It doesn't matter where it drops, as long as it's near it, and it will, Bob's your uncle. So I'm also a little bit of a weirdo, well, a big bit of a weirdo, but a little bit of a weirdo when it comes to these as well. Now, as you've seen before, the header was left outside. I actually prefer to get my own shed for my harvesters, so that they're separate, but I don't know, is that going to be too big? It's going to be too big, isn't it? It's going to be too big. No, in these these are a murder to reverse, and I cannot reverse these for the life of me. See how it just turns? So we're just going to need to try and force this out of here because I can't reverse them. And out we go. Can we get out far enough? I cannot reverse these things. So going in, nice and wide, and taking it out of the bar that way. Avoiding the tractor if you can. So what we'll need to try and do is go to construction, go to sheds, and get ourselves a cheap, if we can, shed that's got two ends on it. This wee one, this is the one you would get. That doesn't look good. What we got? What we got? What we got? That's $100 grand. We can't afford that. Odd sheds are expensive. Right, has that got two sides to it? Yes, it does. It's 40 grand. Can we put it alongside this one? Oh, no, we can't do that. What about over here? We make this space available for sheds. Put that there, like that. And then that can be our. I know 40 grand's an awful lot of money to spend just on a shed for a harvester, but realism, folks. Realism. So what we can do is, I think I might, once I've got the wheat taken out, I might sell those silos and just get something a little bit smaller. It would also give us a little bit of money to play with as well. So open up. Oh, please tell me it fits, please tell me it fits, please tell me it fits. Oh, no, it doesn't fit. Oh, what have I done? Martin, what have you done? Oh, no, 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 what have you done, Martin? Oh, what have you done? What have you done, you imbecile? Right, we're going to take a loss. We're going to sell these silos now. We're going to take a loss on this. 20 grand loss on this. Because I'm an idiot. Now constructibles, right? They look nice and cheap. Yeah. Oh, how cheap's that? Well, that's a nice wee building. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. No. No, 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 no. You have to build them, and it costs an absolute fortune. Totally not worth it. Totally not worth it. Let's just have a look. Let's be sensible about this. That's not sensible, man. That is not sensible. See, I could sell the house and we could get something like that. Now that is a shed, but it also is a house and it's 80 grand. Right? 80 grand and it's also a house. So what we could do, if we wanted, would be sell that for 67. So the house is only going to cost us 13 and it gives us somewhere else to store vehicles. We could do that. And I think we will do that. So we'll sell the farm, which takes away some stuff. We will sell the decorations because we no longer need them. 50 quid, yes. Do we get to keep the tools? No, we don't. We don't even get any money for the tools. Barbecue, see you later. Bye-bye now. Right, so now what we can do is, we can take this and we can place it anywhere we like. We could come right up the back. Where is it? So we're up the back here. This is all our land here as well. But what I'm thinking is, we set it up over here. because we're going to sell those silos. Those silos are gone. So I'm thinking we just go to the other side of the grass. We try and straighten that up as best we can. There's the other exit, right? And I think it's got a workshop in it as well. So if we put that, say, about there, right? Yeah, say about there, right? Then we can round the back. Open it up. It's now a workshop, which means we can sell the other building. We've got enough space now to turn. That turned properly. Put this in with the header. As it's in, right, close that down. Yeah, there's that. Stop the engine. And we've got space if we need to do anything to our stuff. So we can, that's just a barn. We can now get rid of this monstrosity. And we can build whatever once we get rid of this as well. So I'm not going to build any more stuff until we get rid of it. I should have got rid of this silo straight away, if I'm being honest, but I didn't. But once I get rid of that silo, because we could even make this area here farmland. We could make this the sheep or the cows or both. And that's not in a great position. That could be, I could get rid of these trees. I'm just spitballing here, folks. I could get rid of these trees, move that over to about there, and then get another one in there. And then we could have more farmland here. So this could be like, say, the goats. This here could be the cows. We could, yeah, there's loads and loads and loads we can do with this. Let's go and go. I don't know what this means. Is that just what can you unload there? Is it pallets? So could I put like, could I put like lime and sort of stuff like that in there? And I will quickly show you the inside of the house. So it's not just a garage, it's a house. Look at the telly, real live weather, because that's the type of shows that we like to watch. Wee dining room, kitchen, clock, with the wrong time on it. This is, we'll go for, this is a bedroom. This is where you snooze. This is the spare bedroom for anybody who wants to just stay over. So this has to be the office. So where's the, oh, this must be it here. There we go. Nice shower and a bath. Oh, and of course, I mean, why you would have one that just comes out the wall like that's beyond me, because that's just asking for trouble. But however, that's much better, and it's a safe space saver. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So there we go. It is all nicely windrowed. That tractor's been busy today. Start the engine, fold the windrower, and let's take it back. And now we will go and we'll pick up the baler. Let's just sit that over here then now beside the other stuff. What I will do for just a little bit of quickness, folks, is otherwise we will be here all day. Right. Show you what I'll do now for a wee bit of quickness. So let's put that back there, unattach. Make sure we switch off the engine. Go back to this. Right, so we will go and empty this into the silo. We're going to look at selling this and getting another trailer. You're not supposed to drive over the stuff, but hey, I'm radical. Come on, come on. So let's get this, and then we'll go and park up the trailer. I want to have a look at what other trailers are available. Actually. I just don't know if I'm a fan of this one. You know what I think? I think I might just go for the auger and the wagon if I can afford it. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I might just go for that now. Get it. It's got right, so that's in there. Oh, can we not get round it? Oh, but it doesn't matter, we're selling it. Let's park this over here. And spin round, so I know what I'm doing. Oh, you'd think being a professional driver myself, this would be easy, wouldn't it? But it's not. Right, so this is what you can do when you're playing by yourself or you're not playing as realistic as you want. Just hit that, go to the map, which is where it was on, zoom in. Well, you don't always have to zoom in, but there you go, you click on that, that's your player, hit reset. And then, boom, you're at the shop. There you go. This is where we pick up our baler. Now, I spoke, have we got anything in the sales? What's that? That's the harvester that we've got, ironically. What's that got? Between 18 and 24, it's on sale. We've already got one of them, we don't need that. Right, okay. So we are looking for not trailers then, what would it be? Semi-trailers? There we go. So the triple hopper, which, can we take the top off? No. So that's obviously got 3 compartments for putting all your crops in. It holds 51. The CST is a lot more expensive and it doesn't hold as much, so that doesn't really make any sense getting that. The problem with getting that is you also have to buy one of these, which as you can see are not cheap. Now I would like to go for the Mac because it's got a lot, well, it's not got a lot more horsepower, but it's got more. But I'd probably have to go for the likes of this if I was going to get that. Let's see. Dual exhaust is an extra grand. Sunshield, yes. Horn, yes. The rim, I don't really care about the rim colour. Wheel setup. I'd probably just go for short. I don't know why you would need to go for long. So that would be 56. That's 75. If we were to sell the trailer that we've got just now, and also we need to get the auger wagon on top of that, remember. If we were to sell the trailer that we've got just now, we would get 60. So that would just about pay for the other trailer. It wouldn't pay for It wouldn't pay for the cab or the auger wagon. How much are the auger wagons? 68. So we're probably talking about 120 grand on top of what we've already got, but we're going to sell the silos, so I say we do it. Nah, black. Just go for grey. Yeah, we'll go for grey. I say we do it. So auger wagon. And you, my friend. And of course the Mac day cab. I don't need no fancy stuff here. Keep it short. Sun shield, no. Let's make it as. Do we need a horn? Let's take the horn off. Additional lights, none. Yeah, okay. 45 exactly. Boom. Right. So now we've got a lot more equipment. So let's start up the Mac. Let's put it on the trailer. And I'll show you now where it will be covered. That's where all your, that's where all the wheat will go in, which we take to sell. If I can, I'm not sure if it's not the best at turning this, which is why it's cheap. But once we've got a little bit more money, I will look to get a better car. Can we go to our farm? How do you pick the location again? Do you just, how do I do it? No. Like that, and start. So hopefully now, that should, right. So what can happen here is that the AI can easily get stuck, right? And then you need to go back and you need to fix it and you can go back again. Hopefully that works okay, right? So what we'll then do is, we could take the auger wagon, but we're not going to do that now. We're going to, is there a, I don't think there is, we'll need to do it back at base. Right, okay. We will take this baler. I should have bought silage out. Doesn't matter. We'll take this baler and we will head back to the ranch with this. Oh. No, we'll just head back to the ranch with it. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? See how far he is already? Fair play to him. We're in here, go to the left, and then it's left again, and then left again. It's loads of lefts. Loads and loads of lefts. So quickly, right? Go to this bad boy. And nope. Reset him. Right? Go to the shop. Get your man here, grab on this, because we're going to need that as soon as we're built. And get him to go to our farm. And that way, by the time we've finished baling, you start up and you you go. And he's off. So by the time we've finished baling, he will be at the farm and we can start wrapping, and then I can just go and get one and I'll go pick up the auger wagon and bring that back to the farm. Oh, we're on a roll, folks. We are on a roll. School bus, that's all you see in this game is school buses. I'm surprised he made it back to the farm without any incident. Oh, wait a minute, I've set cruise control but I've still got it down at 6, that's not good. And off to the farm we go. Brands, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome to Alma, Missouri. You've missed quite a bit, so you have. But I really enjoy this map. I really like this map actually. It's what I find. At the starter map's really good, right? With Red Springs. But see when you create a field, which is kind of what you do when you play Riverbed Springs, like you get 4 starter fields and 3 of them you can connect to make one. The game doesn't really, for the bits that you create, doesn't really find the fields that well when you're doing precision farming. So that kind of annoys me a little bit. See if one little thing in a game annoys me, it puts me off. So this one, I probably won't create any fields. And I like this farm. It's nice and big, it's nice and spacious, it's got some big fields on it. Oh, look at that, he's went right to the bit, look. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now then. Since he's went right to the correct bit, which is just lovely, what we will do is, how do I do it again? L3 with wheat. There we go, look at that. And it fills it up, nice. Lovely jubbly. What is it? Middle. Do I need to pull it? Oh, start. Pull it forward a wee bit. Start filling. There we go. That fills up the middle and then fill up the back. There we go. Oh no, that's not max. No, we're turning that off, man. No, there's no way that's max. I'm not paying all that money for something. No. Fill it up. Fill it up. And what you can actually do, I think, I don't know if you need horseplay for this, well, first of all, what we need to do is we need to go to prices and we need to go to wheat, which we're at. Right. What's giving you the best price? The grain silo. No, it's not. The grain sell point, and it's only an extra 300 feet. So if we click that and deliver, will it go to the grain sell point? It will. And start job. Target's unreachable. Alright, fair enough. What about if we go to the grain mill? Will that work? It's planning. It's planning. Locked. Nah, it won't work. Right, okay. Just go ourselves. So before we go, the reason that I got this other baler, I'll show you right now. Oh, and there's the wrapper, it's here already. Happy days. So what this will do for us, which you don't get really with any other baler, once we get onto the field, get here, hold in circle, AI worker, and it will hopefully bale your field for you. So let's go to the grain mill. Okay, not the best turning circle on it. We're going to need a better truck. Let's go and deliver. Sweet. Sweet wheat. That's the only thing I suppose about this map, is that the sell stuff, you're miles away. You're absolutely miles away. But it's all part of the job. When we come back, the bale, I mean, it doesn't, don't get me wrong, it's not as good as the rest of the AI work with the baling. There will be some bits that we'll probably need to pick up. But it's good that it gets quite a bit of it done for you. It's better than some. Some's better than none, isn't it? Some is better than none. Let's see how much this makes, and then once this is emptied out, we'll sell the silos, we'll put in a smaller silo, and if we've got enough money, I will upgrade the truck in the front. It's probably silly buying that, we probably should have just waited. But I'm impulsive in this game, I constantly make mistakes in this game, and that isn't going to change. That is just not going to change. So, it's over there, you can see. Can't go right here, we need to go up to the top. And it's not like Grand Theft Auto, where you put in where you want to go and it shows you on the map which way to go. It literally just points to stuff. Traffic. The turning on this truck's terrible. It's so slow. Maybe because it's overloaded. That might have something to do with it. That might have a little tiny bit to do with it. However, we must still deliver. There's inside the truck. It looks quite fast from inside, doesn't it? Going 33 miles an hour. Somebody stop it. Right, is it this turn or is it the next turn? I think it's the next turn. We turn in here. In here? Yeah. And we go up there. And we make sure the tipping point's at the front, which it is. Go in. Right back. Yeah, we've got dumping. We'll do the middle as well. We'll do the middle and the back on this. I'm not sure. Let's change it to the middle and dump the wheel. There we go. And it'll definitely do the back now. The middle shouldn't take too long. As you can see, middle's done. And change it to the rear. And now obviously that is the field that was given to us at the beginning, so it wasn't treated properly, so we should get a lot more moving forward than we planned on. There we go. So does it tell, because it only tells you bit by bit, doesn't it? Does it tell us how much we've got from the harvest? Harvest income 58,000 from selling off that week. Now obviously if we had chickens or other stuff, sometimes your harvest stuff has to go towards that as well. I wonder why that was unreachable. There what we'll do, we'll hit circle, we'll go to, we will pick again, we'll pick here, have it facing that way, start job, there we go, and just make sure he goes, it's planning, goes up driving, he's good to go, and we shall have a look at how this is done. Well, like I say, it's not a perfect size, it does miss bits. I don't know why it's going that way. Why it's doing what it's doing. But we'll take over from here. So turn on baler, turn on automatic drop, and let's go. And we will bale this field well, the truck. Oh, wait a minute, why is it not? Because it hadn't loaded. Right, now it has, and now it will bale the alfalfa and get the bits that the AI has missed, which is quite a lot. But at least it's got some done, it's got some bales out there that you can see. Normally you'd have to do all that on your own. You will get this field baled. You will get this field wrapped. I will probably get the shed that holds all your bales. Just a bit. Oh no, wait! I meant to change the size. I hope that one does 125s, otherwise we'll just get all the grass. Please do 125s. In fact, I'm going to check that tonight, because if it doesn't, then we can change the rest to 150s, and the 125s that we've got can just stay grass. 125, I mean the size. I can't remember, was this between 125 and 180, or was this 150 to 180? I can't remember. About to find out. This is not the normal speed that stuff gets wrapped if this works. Oh, it works. Oh, thank the Lord. Right, okay, that will start rolling now, so we're not going to bale any, we're not going to wrap anymore. Stop the engine, go back to this, and start baling. Nope, I would rather have it at 150, bigger size, less bales. But we've done 125, so we'll just do 125s this time, and next time we'll remember to change it to 150. Hence why the bales are coming in so quick, and there's so many, which is a little bit of a pain in the arse. But yeah, this won't happen again. Round and around and around we go. Yeah, I could just change the size of the couldn't I? And then I could just pick up, because what's that? How many bales is that? 27? Too many. Just too many. But we'll get on with it. I'm curious to know if anybody watching has played this game or has played any simulator games, and if you have, what is your favourite simulator game? Like I said earlier, My favourite probably is Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I don't know all the buttons. I was terrible at doing the landings, and my computer's graphics just really weren't up to scratch. I even got myself the Thrustmaster controller for it and everything, so it was all proper, and I had the throttles and I had everything, and I still couldn't really master it. My computer couldn't really run it great. Because I was always, growing up, I was always a console gamer. I was never a PC gamer. It wasn't until I got into my late 20s, I think, that I started playing actual games on the PC. Like, I could never imagine growing up and playing FIFA on a PC. Like, that was just totally foreign to me. It was always PlayStation for me as well. I think I had one Xbox in my life. That's when I lived in England. I had the Xbox. Got a bit relatives. That's Scott, having an Xbox, but I think that was the only time I had an Xbox. I've always sort of been a PlayStation guy, which is what we're playing this on. This is better on a PC, this game, to be fair. But again, I just don't think my PC's graphics would hold up to it. But yeah, I've always been a PlayStation geek. Never really been, like I say, a PC gamer until obviously, but I played back in the day Championship Manager and all that good stuff on the PC. Obviously, and now I've tried Football Manager on console, and it's just not a console game for me. It's just not a console game at all. But there's certain games, I suppose, that I grew up playing on the PC, but not games like this. It's far too many bales. Far too many bales. And I hope to God that the sheep will take alfalfa. Look at the amount of bales, man. It's not right, man. No, logging inside. Well, once we bale and we get the bales put away, we will look to wash whatever we've used, so it keeps it nice and clean. Keeping it clean, I don't know if it makes any difference to the overall condition in terms of how quickly your stuff has to get serviced and that, but you know, let's keep it clean. Again, I say this is the parts of the game where if you're watching on YouTube, it's already skipped forward. You don't need to sit through all every single bit of baling. As we spin round and round again, maybe we'll turn back the hands of time. Let's go round again, one more time. Oh, I've actually done quite well from being in car. Okay. Quite happy with that. Usually I'm terrible at driving in the car. Let's go round again. I know I've said it before, but I don't really know what the benefits of having alfalfa over grass are. Yeah, the good thing about it is it's a crop that you don't need to keep seeding or replanting. It's always going to be there. But what's the major difference with gas? I don't know. Does the silage sell for more? probably something I could quickly look up and I would find out. But, I'm busy working. Working on the farm. And spin, spin, spin me round, right round, baby, right round. Just the way I judge it from in the cab is just, is your nose over the alfalfa? If it is, then 64 bales. That's ridiculous for a field this size. I can't believe I've done the small bales. That's actually really annoyed me. Really annoyed me. Ah, there's no need for it. There is just no need for the small bales whatsoever. Oh, forgot about that wee bit there. Can I get it? Will I get it all? I don't know. Did I get it all? I did. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. And just a wee bit, I've still got one bit that I know that I missed up the middle that I'll need to get. But we'll get there. Get there. Oh, you look. Oh, hello Mr. Field. Oh, hello of 1,000 bales. How you doing? A good name for a farm, innit? 1,000 bales. Where do you live? I live in 1,000 bales. Where do you live? In a house? I live in a shed with a house in it. And I've got 1,000 bales. You do end up talking to yourself about mad stuff while you're playing this game. Got mad stuff. 74 bales. Unbelievable, Jeff. Absolutely unbelievable, Jeff. "74 bales and it ain't stopping there." Let's go up here. What have we got up here? We've got bits that the AI's missed. Get on that. I mean, it's missed quite a lot, to be fair. Over here. And can we manoeuvre around this? Interesting to see if I just kept it on this view. If I would miss any bits. Because I don't normally play on this view, to be fair. Net rolls in. Standard net, please, yes. Let's pick up where are we then? Because obviously the net bales run out. Looking back here a wee bit. Right, whoa. Bale get out the road, bale get out the road, there we go. Right, and carry on. Net bales are empty because I made it a stupidly small size of bale. Should have caught all that, I hope. Over down here, get this bit. And then we can shimmy over, hopefully. Nah, I don't think we'll be able to shimmy over, but we'll try. Pick up this. Did we get it? Oh, we got some of it. Left a wee bit there, which we'll get now. I can't believe the way, I mean, normally they miss like full bits, they don't like do wee tiny bits and then skip over bits. It's a bit weird, but okay. Should have got all that. What we'll do is we'll just turn here. Double check that way. We got it all. And then back This is actually ridiculous. That's it, they've missed. I need to come out the tractor to do this. That up. And we go pick that up. Swing round, hopefully. Yes. And lift it so we can go a bit quicker. Get these wee bits here. This wee bit. This wee bit. And we'll just pick that up. That's here. We'll swing back round, we'll go right round, and then we'll come back to the top and get all the wee bits there that AI for some reason didn't fancy picking up. Getting them good money as well, you know. Good money to miss half the stuff. This bottom bit. Oh, there's a wee bit there, a wee cheeky bit. We'll get you, yes please. Another cheeky bit. And we'll get you. There we go. And a few more cheeky bits here. We'll get you. And get you. Fine. And get you. There. Like an obstacle course in it for baling. I need to do this to pass some sort of baling test. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the AI might have hadn't stepped in, went back and got all that, but still ridiculous. Let's go round. We can get all of that. Yes, we can. I know it's a bit unrealistic because of the sort of pickup that it's got, but I mean, you need it. You really need it. Look at this wee cheeky bale here. I'm going to roll in there because I know you want to go there. I'm going to make it as difficult as I possibly can for you to pick that up because I'm an arsehole bale. Proud of yourself, aye. Good for you. We'll get a little bit more baling to do after this, by the way. We've got some, straw to pick up. Come in handy, you'll see why. Oh man. This is probably the place on this. I just realised that I've not done anything to eat today. You know. I do really like this bale of them. I mean, if you're just, like I say, if you're just doing silage, then this isn't the bale of it. And I don't think you can get cosplay on the PS5 or Xbox. You can, I've not been able to find out how to do it. So this is the best you're going to get, I think. We're almost done. I'm going to give it another chance. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. I'm going to give it another chance. With the baling. what I might just do this time is just wait until it's finished. And see what it does when it's... I don't know if you heard that there, but that was my stomach. See what it does. Look at this, a ridiculous amount of bales. Ridiculous amount of bales. Oh. Actually a little bit sickening. Get this last bit here. Then what we'll do is I will go and set Then what I'll do, sorry I was interrupted there. Then what I will do is I will go and set this to bale the straw. I will build, I think, the sheep pen and see, I won't put any sheep in it yet, but I will see if the sheep will take the alpha. And if they do, I will set aside maybe 10, 15 bales so that there's plenty of food for the sheep. And then I'll wrap the rest of these. And we've also got to take the rest of the wheat to sell it. And I think after that we'll get all the bales picked up, put into the shed that I will buy for it, buy the sheep. I think that will probably do us. By the time we do it, what are we on now, 2.5? Right, so AI worker who automatic, right, that looks good to me. We'll start you, right? Even though there's a little bit of alpha left in that, when it picks up, it'll just take, it'll spit out whatever it's got the most of in it. So that'll have enough straw just for that to be straw. Right. So let's go and... Oh, is that not done? Oh no, it did drive back. Right. What we'll do now is we'll just go and take whatever wheat is left in this out, sell the silo, because this can store the crop. We'll sell the silo, and that'll give us a lot of money in the bank. And we've still got £100,000 loan that we need to pay off. This will take this way. Right. The cover on it. We shall park it over here out the road. Like so, switch the engine off. We'll go to construction and we will sell this silo. It's far too big. We don't need it. That gives us a lot more money in the bank. What we will do now is, so that's the fields. Where are we? Where's our bit? Where's our wee bit? There. So this is just all our bit here. Oh, I don't know why I get mixed up with that so much. Right, now we will put in our sheep. So go to animals, go to sheep. And it's either that one or that one that I prefer. And it's not sheep, it's goats. So I don't know, do we start off with the smaller one? did we start off with that? And did we sort of, can we put that here so that the goats have got a little bit of a hill? Because you can customise the fence, which we will do. Or do we go with a slightly bigger one? Choices. Go with a bigger one. And then we will customise the fence. So this will cost us a few quid. Bring it in so it's over that. And we will put it there. And then run it down. I don't know why I hear bangs. We haven't bought any sheep yet. We'll bring it along here. Up there. And here. Along there. This is going to cost an absolute fortune. And along here. And down there. And up here. Where are we then now? Oh, right, okay. We've made it all the way around. We'll bring it up to here. And then we will send it to here. And finish it off right here. Oh, there we went, because that didn't work. Maybe we'll need to bring it into there. And then send it to there. There we go. So there we go, that is the sheep barn. That looks a wee bit stupid there, but whatever. Nice big bit of ground for them. And what we will do now is... we don't have a bale fork, do we? I haven't thought that through, have I? Don't have a bale fork. I don't think that'll lift them. This barely even lifts that. We may have to sell this tractor. May have to sell that, I don't know. Farming's going well, Mr. Horn, thank you very much. I don't think this bucket will lift this. I really don't. I severely hope it does, because I just need one to test. That doesn't even break. That is mental. Go on. Lift it, you know you want to. Oh, come on. It's only a small bale, just lift it. Ah, that's disappointing. Can we push it? It's only at the other side there, so can we push it? I don't even think we can push it. That's really annoying. I have got one other option. This doesn't work. Oh, look at that. I'm a genius. I mean, it was just pure luck. But still. I mean, that doesn't even lift that, does it? That's just ridiculous. This tractor's not worth editing, man. I mean, it's doing it. I'll give it that. But no, this tractor's not really worth editing. This tractor will be sold. Please go over this lip. I'm begging you to go over this lip. Right. Please, for the love of God, go over this lip. Right. Can I somehow position this? Could go badly wrong, by the way. Oh, can I turn you? Right, can we turn? No, we can't even turn. Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, there we go. Right, now we can empty good there. Oh, it takes it. Right, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, that was a lot of work. Right, that was a lot of work. But it took it. We need to get bale forks. I forgot all about bale forks. Right, so let's get 3,601 food. Can Can we go? Does it not tell you? I thought it told you there. Let's buy a goat. A little baby goat. And we can get 117 goats in here. We have to go to here. There we go. So it's just counting it as grass then. That's what I was looking at. It's just counting it as grass. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Right. So that means that we don't need to cultivate. We don't need to plough. We don't need to reseed. We can just keep. We need to, I need to buy that. That's another thing I need to buy. I'll tell you in a minute. So that means we can just look after that field. That will give us our grass for the goats. We won't go into cows just yet because I don't think we've got the money to go into cows yet. We will sell half of that field or 3/4 of that field. We'll get the silage, we'll sell it. That'll bring in some money. The rest of it can be set aside as food for the goats. We're going to need to check on the straw to see how the AI is getting on with the straw baling. We're going to need to go and sell the rest of the wheat unless we want to keep some behind in the new silo, and we can also get chickens at the same time so we can get goat's milk and eggs. So I'm going to have a think and see what we want to do. What I will do just now is I will buy some more animals. Now you can go and get animal transport and stuff. I think it's worth just paying a wee bit extra fee, the delivery fee. So we will get it so that we've got 15 newborns, right? We will get it so that we've got 20 of them at 3 months, and we will get 5 of them at 8 months. Let's go and check. Jump over the fence, and there we go. So we've got our goats. I can't remember what age they start reproducing, but they've got plenty of food. They will be full of food by the end of this. It automatically waters as well. This one, so you don't need to give them water. There you go, there's your automatic water, and at the back that will always stay full. And the goats now really just take care of themselves. And after each month, well, I don't know, I can't remember how long it takes, but you'll consistently get some. Is that a? Are you? No, that's a goat. The deer just ran out. You will consistently get goat's milk, and then we can sell the goat's milk, or we can look into productions. So we've got options. But good start. We've got our goats. We've got our alfalfa that's going to work as food, which is good. We're going to sell this absolutely meaningless piece of equipment. The bucket will come in handy for when we have cows and we can get manure. I mean, look, it doesn't even break or anything. The bucket's too heavy for it. Yeah. Bucket's too heavy for it. Turn on front loader tool. Let's detaching is not allowed. Well, what state does it need to be in to detach? Do you know what? Vehicles. Sell. 40 grand. There we go. And we'll probably get rid of that. Do you know what? We'll get rid of the bucket as well, I think. Aye, we'll get rid of the bucket. Why? Because it does look like quite a good bucket, to be fair. There's the other bit. Right, we'll get rid of you. Right. Keep the bucket, because for some reason this looks like quite a good bouquet. We still need to clean the tools. We still need to take the wheat. We will check on how this is getting on. And I've left it as the small bales again. Would you Adam and Eve it? We're gonna... Oh, I don't believe it. I've done the same thing again. Absolutely raging. Right, let's go and pick up. Let's drop you. Let's go and pick up the bales that we don't want to wrap. There's the machine for it. It's about here somewhere. About here somewhere. Is it? I think it's about here. We also need to get better storage as well. That's it. This will pick up our grass bales, and then we'll need to go to the shop and buy, I mean we could, it's just a waste of money, we could just get a front loader and we could, if we want to look fancy, go and get a, I can't even what it's called, oh what's it called again, wait. We could go and get, is it a skid steer? Telehandler. We could go and get one of them, but they're really expensive. But they do look the part. But again, really expensive. And with them you can get, you know, bale forks, log forks, all sorts of stuff. I'll think about that. I'll go and pick these. I'll go and pick up. I'll fill this up. Fill this up. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. I mean, the telehandler just makes it look a lot, and it takes, of course, time off of the tractors, because the more time you put on a tractor, the less valuable it gets, and you need to service it, all that sort of stuff. Slightly pick that up. So we'll wait until, I mean, we will do water buffalo, right? Because buffalo milk is just insanely good in terms of how much you can bring in terms of how much money you can make. But we'll wait until we can afford another field. So we've got 2 fields for grass, hay and silage. My hope is, I mean, if it feeds sheep, you should be able to use it surely for PMO. I would think. You must be able to use it for PMO. Which is total mixed ration, which is what your cows and your buffalo. Well, the elite is the best thing for them. It's a health up quicker, it gets you the milk out faster, just a lot better. I'm thinking 2 of these, by the way, two full ones of these, because of how small they are. That's what I'm thinking. Can't believe I've done the wrong size twice. But come on, Matt. You do the wrong size twice. Alex Horn subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much for the 2 months. Currently on a 2-month streak. Thank you for the support. And enjoy Prime. Right, now we've got a choice to make about where we put the bale shed. We could, let me get it up. Right, so let's go to sheds and silos. It's in silos, and there it's there, 49,000. We could, I think put it here, right? But I don't like that. We could put it here, but again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this ground, so, but we could just put it here. I think I need to get rid of that shed. We could put it over here on this bit of road here, because that way, if we were to put, for example, which is what I think I'm going to do, which is make this whole area here, right? I think that's where I'm going to build my cow shed and buffalo. And if we put this here, then what we could do is we can just build the fence right round it. I think that's what I'll do. Put it there. That means we're just across there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put that there, right? And then what that does is, all you do now is reverse up to it. Because I need to go and get the bale forks, and that's maybe going to put me off buying a telehandler, although I probably should buy the telehandler just to make it look a bit better and a bit more. And we will sort all the ground out on the farm as well. That's going to take time, that won't be done today. And then just empty it in there. Like so. Just like that. And then what you can do is, when you're ready, you've got your telehandler, you've got your bale fork. All you do is you go to here and you go, right, okay, how many bales do I want out? Boom, they come out. You move them over, which we'll do, which you'll see before we finish. You put it in there, they've got food, they're all happy, we're happy, everybody's happy. And you got on with your life. So, let's fill this up one more time and then we'll wrap the rest. And that should hopefully make us a little bit of money. And then we'll go and sell the wheat. And then we will sell the wheat. We'll pick up the straw. We'll save the straw, I think. I don't know if it's worth selling straw, is it? I don't know if anybody... It's not something I've ever actually done. I've always just kept the straw so that when I get the cow barn, cow shed or whatever it is we get, I can blow the straw in and it gives you manure. I don't know how much straw's worth, I need to check that up. But yeah, we'll need to go and pick up all those bales as well. And then we'll need to double check. I think it's a couple, what did I say? It was a couple of months before the corn will be ready. We need to wrap as well. We need to wrap the rest of these. Luckily I've got the fast wrapper, so it's not going to take us forever. And no, I don't mean M&M. That was a bad joke, sorry. That was a really bad joke. We've got quite a bit to do before we finish up. And then I'll be back on Thursday, where we will carry on. And hopefully we start making some decent money that we can get another field bought and we can get our cow shed, just need a water buffalo, but and then we can maybe even look at getting some productions in. Oh yeah, plenty to do and not enough time to do it. And I'll be back, the camera will be back on Thursday so you get to see this ugly face. I think it's Thursday. I don't know if Hamish had something. I don't know. I know Hamish has got something planned on Thursday, so I won't be on tomorrow because it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. So it might be Friday, or if Hamish is on Friday, which I don't think he will be after Thursday, but it will be Friday. If not Friday, we'll be back on at the weekend with some more Farming Simulator. And of course, any questions, queries or advice you guys have got, like if I'm doing something and I'm doing it a long way round and there's an easier way to do it, please do let me know. It's always handy to know what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. I don't like the position of that shed over there. It's annoyed me since we started, to be honest. Right, let's park this up. We'll fix all this ground here as well, by the way. That'll all get fixed as well. So let's park through there. And let's go and start wrapping. Oh, I tell you what, it's a full-time job, this. And we're still on our first day. Right, it's opened up. Right, let's start wrapping. I'm glad I bought the fast wrapper because look, it's not realistic, right? But if you were to play this game completely realistic, you would be here for a month. Just try to do the first episode, honestly. You'd be here forever. So obviously, well, for those of you who don't know, it's not like it turns into silage right away. Sometimes it can take a couple of months, just depends. I didn't put any silage additive in, which I should have, which I didn't. So that will take a little bit longer. And it's not like the shop's just round the corner. So let's just focus on getting these all wrapped, and then they need to obviously all be picked up. Probably need to finish some of the baling that the AI misses. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's better. It's much better than having to do all this and then you need to go and bale that full field. Much better. So bale what's left. Get everything picked up, take the wheat, and then we'll see where we lie after that. I could literally sit, I could honestly sit, and I know that there'll be a few people who look at it and go, that's a bit stupid, sitting playing a farming game. But I must admit, I thoroughly enjoy it, and I could sit here for hours and hours and hours playing it. I really could. I really could. Little things like though that I can see there's one bale over there that I haven't done, and amongst them all, and I could just go back and get it last. It would make more sense to go back and get it last, but I can't. I just can't do it. I've got to go and get it. Boom, got it. I should look up the price. I don't know, can you look up the price difference? Or do you need to wait until, I don't know. Let me just, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get these wrapped. And for the love of God, will somebody please remind me, the next time before I go to bale, change the bale size. For the love of God, change the bale size. Get it. No, it's not getting it. I need to pass that one. So. Where are you going, little Bill? Look at you. Try to escape. Well, I'll get you. Okay. We're nearly there, And if you were using a normal wrapper, you wouldn't even have this done yet. The fact it's a fast wrapper. Oh God, what a hell. You're going to roll down as well, aren't you? And so are you. You're going to go right in my way. Oh, you're an arsehole. Come on, come on. Get the road. Yeah. Ah, you roll away, I know. Why not? Just leave me. I can't believe the right bale size is still annoying me. Twice. Twice, man. Do we look at chickens? I think we might look at chickens, but what problem is quite expensive to buy unless you just buy the one that you can get like 20 chickens in it, and I just think, well, what's the point? Because it would take too long to get the amount of eggs to make any decent money if you've only got 20 chickens. I think that might be us. Let's get these last 4, as soon as that's done, these last 4, and I think, of course I've went, of course, because why not? This one, right, over it. Oh, come on, Martin. You're nearly there, man. Come on. And do. And do. And boom. Right. That's that done. We can fold that up. We will, yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably quite a smart place to put the cow. I would say. Right, here's the laborious job of picking them all up now. Did I just say laborious? I think I did just say laborious, didn't I? Right, here we go. That looks not bad. The baling has been done over there. I can see a few streaks, but I think all in all, I think that's looking okay. The hope that is 8. Oh, and it's done. I can see quite a bit that's been missed, but let's go and have a look anyway. I'm only going to have a look now. So we've got 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, 4 bit, 5 bit, 6 bits, and a wee tiny bit there. That's not bad. That is not bad. Fair play. Fair play. That has saved a whole load of time, by the way. A whole load of time. That'll take me 5 minutes to pick the rest of that up. That is such a help. Who are you waving at, Alex? Can I get these bits down here, or is that tentative fate? Well, I need to wait until I've got the bale box. Can I get it? Yes, I can, because I'm an absolute legend. Can I go along and pick all of these up? Honestly. We'll write books about me one day. No, they really won't, but that's not the point. The summer's high and the weather's dry. You could literally, by the way, if you were just playing this game, you could just put some music in, forget about the world, and just go about your farm. That's, I know it looks like it's torture and it's boring, but it's actually quite fun. It's a game I would advise anybody to buy. Let's give that a go. I don't know if it still is, but it was free if you played PlayStation Plus. I don't know if it still is. And I think you can also get Construction Simulator when you get Farming Simulator, or it's available as well. Right, let's pick up this last one here. Let's go get them put away. And come back and do it all over again. I'm just looking at what can be done here. I mean, there's so much space. Literally do whatever you want. Reverse, reverse, reverse. I'm thinking I'm going to have for my tea tonight, I don't know. The missus made the most amazing beef casserole yesterday in the slow cooker, honestly. Just, oh yeah. Yes please, to me. To me, thank you please. Not that way, but when you have a casserole out of the slow cooker or something, and you're starving, and you've smelt it all day, and you get it, and it's roasting hot, and it takes about half an hour to cool down, but you can't wait that half an hour. No, 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 no. You can't wait that half an hour because you're starving. So what you do is you go, I'll take the absolute and complete burnt moof, because why not, I'm starving. Whoa, 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 aye, I thought so. Be glitching the matrix there. I would like to see one of these machines actually working in real life to see how it works, because you would have to get it spot on the bale, surely. And the bale would need to be in the right position, would it? I think it would. But it's obviously the thing in the game is it doesn't really matter, as long as it senses it, it picks it up. So we're almost there with the alfalfa bales. We're almost there. And then we've just got the straw. I don't know why I choked it. Then we've just got the straw. Just made it. So it will be this in one, well actually I'll just go, well, what I'll do is I'll get this full. And I'll quickly go and bale. No, just going to take it off. What this won't do is this won't pick up bales at different sizes. Once you put in a bale for pickup, that's why I couldn't change it halfway through. I thought, oh, it's going to be a hassle because I won't know what bales, what size, and all that sort of stuff. So we'll take this to the top of the hill here. In fact, we'll just empty it first. In fact, we'll just empty and pick up the other two. They go. Just that makes more sense. So we'll empty this. Like so. Just like that. And there, thank you very much. Over and pick up the other two, and then we'll bale what's left of the straw, and then we'll pick up all the straw, and And we'll need to actually go and buy a fertiliser machine. And we'll need to not just fertilise but lime this field as well. Now, what I plan on doing is, I'm not 100% sure on the seeder that we've got. I might want to sell that and then just lease a seeder. Is there a buying one? Is there a having one? Just lease it. When I'm going to be doing planting. Seeding, I should say. Right, let's jump into the baler. Let's turn it on. Let's start the engine. Let's turn it on. Let's lower the pickup. And let's go and bale the rest of this field. Like I say, the work that the AI's done with the baler, honestly, it's ridiculously invaluable. You might as well just start with it and back it. Let's get this line. And just chill it inside the tractor. I would imagine farmers probably are in the middle of doing this going, can you imagine I had a normal job? I wasn't out seeing the scenery in the fresh air. Sitting in my tractor, loving life. Is it a job you think you'd want to do? Or is it a job you think you could do? I don't know. I don't know. Right, come to the end of this road. That's a lot there, isn't it? Let's just pick this up. Take it to 100. It doesn't. This should. Oh, it just doesn't. This wall here. One up. And back down again. I'm just driving in my tractor. I'm just looking at the sun. I'm just driving in my tractor. What are you doing now, Mr. Bale? You having a good time? Yeah. Oh, don't go offline now. Stay on the line. I'm coming up to the end. I'll just leave my best. Another couple of, another four lines. And I think we're done with it. Straw. Back inside the tractor. Like I said, I've never really tried to sell straw bales. I've always just kept them as well because you can, like I say, you can use them for mixing in TMR as well. You can, if you've got your cow shed, you can use it for bedding so you get more manure. So it does come in handy. But we'll see. Can't imagine you get any more than 100 quid per bale, to be honest. Or is it per litre? Per 1,000 litres, sorry. £100 per 1,000 litres or something. Don't know how they work out the prices in this, to be honest. I just don't know. Well, we're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. Was it one more, two more lines, one more line? Let's just grab that wee bit where we're at it. Swoop. And swoop. That wee bit there's annoying me. I'll probably grab that and along that wee bit over there. Back in the tractor. I don't know how realistic the fuel usage is in this as well. I'm not sure. Obviously you can change the fuel usage, I've just got it on normal. You can change it if you so desire. Yep, last line then. And we'll pick up the wee bits of stray. So that's 155, 156. We'll end up probably on about 160, 158 or something, 150, 160. Oh no, 157 maybe. We went round and picked up all the wee loose bits. I'm not going to do that. Just going to don't really need for it, but we'll pick it up anyway. Because if we do alfalfa, we will be doing alfalfa before we do straw, so this is pretty pointless picking this stuff up. But we'll do it anyway because I'm not OCD. There's other bits down there that are annoying me, but we're not going to. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, man. Calm down. So we go, turn off, and that is these wee bits there we could pick up. No, not be sensible. Be sensible. Right, okay. There we go. Baling done. Switch that off. Go back over to this, and let's pick up all of our straw bales. Yes, the excitement is palpable in the crowd. This is still more entertaining, by the way, than what that World Cup final was. Yep, I said it, I mean it. That was the most boring game of football I've watched since I don't. There was a few really good games at the World Cup, right? And then there was a few really feckin' boring games. And that World Cup final, I mean, I actually was starting to feel sorry for Spain. They were the only team that were looking to attack. Argentina weren't really interested, but to have no shots, was it no shots in 90 minutes? Like, come on. I felt really bad for Messi because he's 39, he can't carry the team the way he used to, and there was just nobody of any other quality in the team. But to make it to back-to-back World Cup finals, to win one of them, fair play to the guy. In my opinion, the greatest ever to do it. But yeah, this is still more entertaining than that World Cup final. As we got just the straw, there's just so much of it because idiot boy here failed to almost. He had one job, man. He had one job. Make sure bales for 157. No, 125's awesome. Right. We also need to get the bale flops because we need to feed the sheep as well. Oh, there's so much to do. There is so much to do and so little time to do it. Do you know what though? Actually, I think that will probably do us there. Because we'll come back in the next episode, we'll pick up the rest of the straw and we will get the sheep fed. We will get this little field here fertilised and limed, and we'll be harvesting the corn as well. And we'll be getting rid of the rest of the wheat unless we decide to go. What I'll do is I'll empty this and then we'll have a look at the chickens, right? We'll have a look at the chickens before we go. So we'll empty this. At any time it feels like doing it. Right. We'll have a look at the chickens, right? Right, now. Pointless. Pointless. That was the one that we had that we get rid of, right? So that's obviously a mod for this map. I just don't think it looks realistic, but it is only 5 grand, right? That does 500 chickens, but I just don't think we've got the food. We've got rid of too much wheat, right? We've got to remember about the food for them as well. So that does 500 chickens, right? Look at the size of this bad boy. So, and we've got the space for it, right? I mean, we could stick it there, right? Got the space for it, I just don't think we've got the food for it. This one, on the other hand, does 360 chickens, right? It's a lot smaller, but it is a lot dearer. So, and bees, well, I mean, you can keep bees if you want, but by God, is it just pointless. So that's our choices. I mean, that is literally 5 grand, right? And I know we just got rid of one. That's 5 grand and it holds 300 chickens. Do we just bring that back? Do we just bring that back? Do we just bring that back? Because I mean, it would fit there perfectly. Still need to buy the silo. I mean, I don't think we can spend 79. What's it like with the output though? In terms of eggs. What's it like with that output? We'll leave that to now, right? We'll leave that to now. So, what we've got to do is, we've got to pick up the rest of these bales. Right, so there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So another 2 goes at that. We need to then decide what we're going to do with the chickens and then decide what we're going to do with this wheat then. We're going to need to replace that at some point because it's just dreadful, right? We're going to need to fertilise this field and lime it. And what we're going to have to do with that is we are going to have to go to maps, go across to precision farming, purchase the soil information so we know it's silty clay, which is not great. It's not great. And of course purchase the soil information for over here. Again, sandy loam's okay, silty clay's not great. We can just do it for here and now, but I'll wait until we have harvested that. Field 5, right? How much is it? 132. It's full of wheat that we can harvest, and then we can plant grass here, and that would be a field that we could do for the cows, or we could plant alfalfa. If alfalfa feeds cows, then we'll just have it all alfalfa. But that's 132 grand. Decisions. I mean, it's a nice biggish field. That means we'd have grass, barley, oats, wheat or whatever, and corn. That's a lot of corn. That is a lot of corn. But we do still have that £100,000 loan that we need to pay back, remember. We don't have any vehicles on lease. We do have contracts that we can do. There's baling contracts. The deadwood ones we're not going to touch now. The fertilising ones we can do once we have a fertiliser. The harvesting ones we can do as well. Although some of them are a pain in the arse. So we can do, there's plenty of, that's because of the time of year. And if you harvest the fields, can you is there a field? Yes, right. Now, let me explain this one to you, right? So, if we buy that now, we can harvest it and keep the profit, right? And then we can buy it. Or, we can take the contract, harvest it for her, sell it for her, and then we'll get money off the field because we've done contract work on it. Ooh, right. So, listen, I'm going to leave it there, right? I'm just going to leave it there because we've got so much to think about, right? I've got so much to think about. I might cut this up and put it out on YouTube as well, by the way, because I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I'll be back playing this as soon as it is possible for me to be doing it. But I've had a great time of day, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We've got so much to do, so much we can do. And maybe I'm jumping into it too quickly. Did we get the chickens? Did we buy the field? Did we do the contract? Did we sell the straw? Did we keep the straw? We're going to get the cow barn. So much to do. Really looking forward to the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. And yeah, we'll speak very soon. Keep your eye on the schedule on Twitch to know when there'll be more Farming Simulator.